Namaste. Namaste, friends. Happy Dashera to all of you. And I would like to invite you to Fort Bend Diwali that's going to happen in the heart of Sugarland on Sunday, October 20th. Personally, it's a personal invitation to all of you. Sunday, October 20th, 3:30 till 7:30. And we have our lovely sponsors, and we gave away some free tickets because of them. They both are here, Tara Capital and Top Dog Fireworks, right here. And guess who else is there with us? Surprise, surprise! It's MC Yogi.
Radhe
MC
Radhe.
Radhe 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 Radhe. MC Yogi ji, namaste.
Namaskar, Geeta. Nice to see you.
Very nice to see you. I'm happy you're back from South Korea. And in few days, we're going to get to see you personally, meet with you, sing with you. It's going to be awesome weekend. Thank you so much for
Wow.
being
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's such a blessing. It's such an honor. I love Texas. And I've been hearing so much about this beautiful Hanuman Murti, which I feel like, wow,
It
my
is right
mind is
here.
blown because I've been dreaming about seeing it.
Yes. So you both are here. I'm so happy. You're like MC Yogi and Hanumanji. Both are on
Wow.
a flyer. And I didn't even know that you're Hanumanji's devotee before putting these flyers. So it's awesome. And this year's theme, Yogi Ji, is about Hanuman.
Wow.
People
Wow.
can that get. Last year it was Ramayan, and kids presented about Rama, and then a little bit of everything was
Beautiful.
around Rama. And this year we thought like we should have Hanumanji because Statue of Union. At the
Mhm.
time when we decided, even the Statue of Union, it was the date was announced, but we were not sure about it coming up and inauguration. Everything was not finalized. But how beautifully God has brought this together. You Hanumanji's devotee, and then Hanumanji himself is here.
Wow, what a blessing. Yeah, my Guruji is considered an embodiment of Hanuman, Srinim Kuroli Baba Maharaji. So his energy is very, very strong in my life. And Hanuman is every time I think about Hanuman, it fills me with electricity. So I'm so grateful to go stand in at the feet of this beautiful Murti. I've heard that it's one of the tallest. Is that true?
Yes, yes, it's the tallest statue in Texas, and
Wow.
it's in US. It's the tallest statue of Hanuman.
Wow. Well, they say everything is bigger in Texas. That's
Yeah,
what I
yes.
heard. Yeah.
Hanumanji also, and Hanumanji himself is is a huge. He has
Wow.
that effect also. But
Mm.
MC Yogi ji, like I'm really curious to learn about how your journey started. I know you're a hip hop artist, international. You perform in so many countries, but how did you? I really want to know where this all started. Did you become a devotee first, or you were from the beginning you were interested in music? Where did it all start?
So it all started with my Guru Maharaji, and then later, much later in life, I realized he made me a devotee. It's him. He's the one that's doing everything. So, but it wasn't until many years later, and actually even more recently, and I was in Vrindavan, and I went to his Mahasamadhi shrine and had a very powerful experience there. Um, but I'm all, I started practicing yoga when I was 17, thanks to my father. And from there, I traveled to India, studied with many teachers, and I've been teaching yoga for 25 years, practicing for close to 30. And as I went on this journey, traveling to India, going to beautiful temples, going to Arunachala, spending time where, Ramana Maharshi was, and I studied with the monks of the Vedanta Society, so Paramahamsa Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. Um, and I spent time with so many different sampradayas, like in the Hare Krishna movement, Srila Prabhupada, and I visited Amma and just went on this beautiful journey, this pilgrimage. But ultimately, that path led me to my guru's feet, Maharaji. And in retrospect, I could see that it was his grace the whole time. So he was always guiding me. His hand was always over me. He was always blessing and protecting me and keeping me out of trouble, also getting me into trouble too. But
That's when you learn, I think. When you get into trouble, you
yeah,
learn a lot. You learn a lot.
and
But
and
yeah,
please,
yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. Yes,
Well, I was just
uh,
gonna say Hanuman is such a great embodiment of that, being able to really outwit the demons and to be able to go into impossible situations and through Hanuman Shakti, like you can go into the mouth of the demon and escape and be unscathed, untouched. You can move through fire, not get burned. You can be small like a cat, large as a tower. Hanuman really embodies that energy of the servant, of really being in the mode of bhakti and being in the mood of really deeply surrendering. Hanuman chanting Ram all the time, Ram Nam, Ram 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 Ram, emanating from his skin. His whole presence vibrates with the sound of his beloved. So that spiritual energy, that Shakti, is allows Hanuman to really move and navigate in a way that's really dynamic. They say that a monkey represents the energy of God that is very sort of wild and spontaneous and can move very quickly and can do. Oh, actually, it actually happened when I was in Vrindavan. The monkey stole the glasses off my head. Yeah. So so Krishna was playing a lot of tricks with me in Vrindavan, and actually this year was a very auspicious year for me because my birthday was on the same birthday as Sri Krishna's birthday.
Ashtami. Wow,
Yeah, so
wow.
it was kind of mind blowing. It was very humbling and just very awesome. This uh going to Vrindavan this year was very powerful. I went to spend some time in Rishikesh. We're actually going back to India with a group next February. I'm leading a pilgrimage. So
I saw that. I saw that. I would love to be on that. I was thinking, can I be? I met you in Rishikesh out of all the places. I mean, we live in US, but I met you in Rishikesh.
wow, it's such a small world. So amazing.
It is, but what is your first composition? Because the first composition I heard is uh, "Be Like Gandhi." That
Mm,
really stole my heart. I mean, the lyrics that you put together so beautifully, you portrayed Gandhi ji.
mm.
So, what is your first composition, Yogi ji?
One of well, I wrote a lot of those songs when I was still a teenager, and one of the first compositions was about Ganesh. So there's the story of Ganesh. High up in the Himalayan mountain peaks, there lived a beautiful goddess named Parvati. Parvati was the wife of the god named Shiva, the king of all yogis who destroys all demons. Now, Shiva led to practice yoga deep in the forest, far away from the world and all the things that lure us in deep samadhi for weeks and months, practicing detachment, completely untouched. But whenever Shiva left, Parvati stayed home, often feeling sad and all alone. So one day she prayed and made a wish for a son who she could have fun and play with. The very next moment, to her surprise, a little baby laid right in front of her eyes. Parvati could hardly control her joy, for the gods had blessed her with a beautiful boy. So I,
Wow.
I so I wrote those stories, and I was reading a lot of Amar Chitta Katha, the comic books from India.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was like a deep inspiration for me because I grew up collecting comic books. I'm an illustrator from a very young age. I was always drawing cartoons, and my dream was always to make cartoons like I wanted to make comic books. But when I was growing up and listening to hip hop and DJing and breakdancing and doing and painting graffiti and doing all those things, um, when I started practicing yoga, all that wisdom and that energy, it got soaked into me, absorbed, and it started flowing out in the form of rhymes. And it was almost as if these songs were writing themselves. I felt like it was like an invisible hand. So
Wow.
the way that the stories came through was almost like coming from another place, and I was just kind of writing it down. Um, so
That's
the
amazing.
first song was to Ganesh, and then I have I wrote a lot of songs about Hanumanji, and of course Krishna, who's my Ishta Devata is Krishna. Um, so yeah, and just the way that the rhymes work, like it all kind of clicks together in the mind, and it becomes like a concentration practice. So it really the mind becomes like one pointed. And when I'm writing, it's just there's nothing else. It's just everything is flowing and moving in that direction of just streaming the energy and constructing the rhymes and creating the song. So it's very much like a sadhana. It's like a practice, to shape it.
It's amazing. It's amazing to know. And you said Krishna is your Ishtadev. When did Krishna become your Ishtadev? Because he's my Ishtadev.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for the in the beginning, I felt it in the back of my mind, but I initially I resisted Krishna because in the beginning, when I first started practicing yoga, I was initiated in a Kashmiri Shaivite tradition of meditation, and very much like a Advaita Vedanta non-duality, really focused on like Raja Yoga, like on meditation was the main primary focus. So when I was 17, I had met a meditation guru from India, and I kind of was living like a monk, like shave my head, being vegan. I spent a lot of time not talking on Mondays for a while and just doing these experiments inspired by the life of Gandhi. I was very moved by Gandhiji's life. Um, So it wasn't for a while until Krishna was kind of pulling me the whole time, but I was kind of resisting him because I felt like it was like too much for me to handle. Uh, and
Okay.
then, and as I got older, as my practices started to ripen and mature, as I became more established in awareness, and I feel like Krishna kind of bloomed and blossomed, and I could see, like, I started reading the Gita and seeing, when Krishna reveals his form, that everyone is Krishna in disguise. But it was, when Arjuna has that vision, he like falls to his knees. It's so intense and overwhelming that he buckles. And I think that in the path of yoga, like it takes time to establish the foundation. You make a lot of mistakes. Um, you experiment, you try different things, you get a little lost along the way. Fortunately, we have gurus to help us along the path, whether they're in their body or not, because there's a lot of great mystical teachers like Swami Yogananda, like Anandamayi Ma, like all these beautiful saints and sages that we can turn to for guidance, even though they're not in their body. And as I progressed, it just became really clear that the energy of Krishna is really pure love. It's pure divine love. And as I got older, I started to understand it more, not from my head, but just
Yeah.
through faith and through experience. I could see that all is Krishna's grace. Um, And so I even got my friend Jackie gave me this. Like,
Offer it all to Krishna.
yeah,
They say in
she's a great
Sanskrit, they write Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Yeah.
Sarvam Shri Krishna Paramastu. That's yeah, Jackie's a great devotee. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that saying. So it takes time, it takes time, it takes time, but Krishna's doing everything. Not Krishna's the doer. So Krishna's the controller. Krishna's in charge. So it just took a little time, and just now I'm just a baby. I'm a bhakti baby. So I'm just going, I'm
Bhakti baby.
saying, be gentle with me, Krishna, have mercy. Um, and so
Okay.
like that, it just kind of unfolds. It's very organic, I feel like.
So is that your way to stay humble? Because you said at one point of time you were doing you did 62 concerts in an year,
Oh, in a
1 year,
year, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
How do you, I mean, how do you ground yourself? And, I know like it's amazing, this concert. I'm not
yeah.
actually a concert person. And it's, I'm not, my daughter is, and my husband is, but it's amazing how I got to meet you also, like, because I don't go to concerts or, and out of nowhere I met you. And so, but it's really interesting. Like, how do you ground yourself? Like, you're so humble. um I mean, uh,
Well,
I mean,
Gita, I'm the most humble person I know.
okay. I didn't expect that from you.
No, actually, it's true. When I was traveling on the road very extensively, you get kind of worn down. Even now, I just got off the plane from doing a festival in Korea, so I'm sort of recalibrating and grounding. Um, but I think that it makes you rely on internal resources. Like when you can't rely on the stability of the external environment, fortunately, that's when the practices kick in and you have to go inward and really rest in the awareness, because awareness is the only thing that is still and permanent and ever present, consistent. Everything else in nature is changing. It's going through the mode of the gunas. Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva, everything is moving through the changing of the seasons, of the tides, the from light to dark, cold to warm, warm to hot, hot to cold. So in the midst of all this change, like having the awareness that the one who's seeing through all eyes is still ever present, perfect, complete, never moves. Like Krishna says in the Gita, it's a flame that never flickers, never fades, never dies, never wavers, never blows away, untouched by the wind, rain, beyond pain. One light shining bright inside every rib cage. So I think having that awareness of being able to sit in that deeper space, then it's easier to navigate through the changes. But we're humans too, so it takes a toll, and you need to hydrate, you need to rest, you need to, be around good company, and those types of things are very helpful. And just keeping the mantras and all the inner practices going
Mm,
creates
great.
stability.
So, what is your next composition going to be?
So I have a saying that to write a good composition, you have to be in a calm position. So, so the next composition I was writing today, I write every day, so that's just a part of my daily practice. Um, and there's definitely like some romantic songs, love songs, some more mantras that are swirling in my head that are turning like a wheel. Um, and a lot of the stuff that I'm working on now is very meditative, just like inviting and reminding the mind to just come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. All is well. Come back to the self. All is well. Come back to the self. All is well. Come back to the self. Just I do these little chants internally. They're like little puzzles, little practices, little games I play with words inside my mind to keep my mind grounded. And so deep breath, let the mind melt, let the mind melt, let the mind melt till the inner light is felt. Let the mind melt, let the mind melt, let the mind melt till the inner light is felt. Let the mind melt, let the mind melt, let the mind melt till the inner light is felt. I'm always doing that, and doing those little rhymes and those little mantras inside to keep the mind in close proximity.
We want you to do the "You are the light, be the light" for
I
Diwali.
love that. I love that. You are the light, be the
Be
light.
the light.
I love
Those
that.
are the taglines which we came up with last year, and this year we are making it public, and we have little caps and T-shirts also. "You are the light." We
Wow,
tell
it's
you.
perfect. It's beautiful. Well done.
But thank you so much for accepting our invitation to come to Houston, and we
Of
really
course.
are looking forward. Um, and
Thank you for Kitaji. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's really like I feel the like a magnetic pull, like there's a gravity, like I feel like I can't resist. Like
wow, that's
yeah,
Krishna and Hanuman both are calling you.
I
I
have
can
to
see that.
go. Have to go.
I can see that, and we're gonna have amazing time. And I want you to invite Houston
Yeah.
to come and see you and sing along with you. And your DJ Chris is going to be
Yeah,
there.
Crisanto Santana is amazing DJ. He's so awesome. We were just together in Korea. We had such a good time, and now we're coming to Houston, and I can't wait to celebrate in Texas. I absolutely love Texas. I have good friends down there, and we are just so excited to be celebrating together for Diwali. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you, and we're looking forward for your song also. Be the light, and you're the light.
Yes,
Hope God
that's
inspires you to write something. Like you said, it flows through you. We would
yeah.
love to hear that energy
I love
taking.
that. I love that invitation. I love that. Thank you. Be the light,
Thank you so much.
see the light.
You're the light.
You are the light. I am the light. We are the light. You have to be the light to see the light and feel the
Oh,
light.
I love that. You have to be the light to see the light.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Yogi ji. I know you came from South Korea, just I think less than 24 hours and you're tired, but still took time. You are the
Yeah,
most
very,
humble
very
person.
happy. Very happy.
I agree, you're the most humble person. It's amazing, amazing, and I really thank God Krishna for connecting
Hare
me to you.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
And
Krishna
I
Krishna,
remember,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
I remember Dr. Clint Rogers, who was very instrumental in making you meet me and taking a picture with you, and and our Romershi Siddhanaji. I think you might have not met him, but they are great devotees. They're right now in Oregon.
Mm.
I came to Rishikesh with them. I'm in India, but they showed me India. They they went
Wow, wow.
Rishikesh caves because yeah, my dad is a Shivji's Bhakt, but
Mm.
after like few years, somehow I was initiated into Vishishtadvaita, Vishnuji, and all that. But I also was not really keen in pursuing Krishna. I also resisted Krishna, but
Wow, we're
some
the same. We're the same.
yes.
Yeah,
So Krishna stole my heart. I mean, he steals
yeah,
everybody's heart.
yeah.
So it's some like, that energy pulls you in. Before you realize you become a devotee and you're like singing Krishna, Krishna, it's
Radhe,
amazing.
Radhe.
So, but I'm really grateful to connect with you. And I'm really waiting for Houston people to experience your energy and our young people, our kids, to really experience your energy because you bring a different kind of energy. Like you're like mostly the modern generation can connect with you.
Well,
Uh, you know,
we want it when we come to Houston. We want to lift the energy so much and have such a great time and a great
yes.
vibration and great celebration that we want to be able to say, Houston, we have liftoff.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yes, and I have no doubt because I've attended one of your concerts, which is in Rishikesh. You made everybody dance there. Everybody, kids, young people, adults, seniors, everybody's danced. Some of them were seeing you for the first time, and they just instantly connected with you. So, and
It was
I was
so
the one of
amazing.
the oldest fans of you. I don't really I don't really have I don't have a heroes, or I don't become fan easily, but I became a rare fan of you. But it all
Well,
it all matters.
I'm not a hero. Hanuman is a hero, and I'm just like a tiny little drop. But one of the amazing things is when we met is we were able to perform on the Ganga, which
Yes,
was like
on the Ganga, the stage was floating in the Ganga.
it
That's
was one
amazing.
of the most electric experiences because Ganga has this beautiful way of just activating everyone and everything around her. She is an electric river of pure Shakti and pure energy. And she has a way of pulling everything out of you that you don't need and washing and cleansing and rinsing and polishing the heart and just being in her presence was like one of the most incredible blessings of my life. And we got to dip in the water and have a beautiful
Experience.
experience. Did you go to Vashista's cave, by the way?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Vasishta's cave.
amazing.
Yes, it's beautiful. We also went to the Mount Baba cave. Mount Baba
Oh
cave.
wow.
It was amazing. It was it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You just want to stay there. You don't want to come back.
Yeah, the
And
energy is so good.
yeah, as you explore the inside of Rishikesh and the caves, and wow, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is truly I'm very grateful to Ma Ganga, very grateful to Mother India, very grateful to Sri Krishna Bhagwan. Just the energy is it is off the charts and just being able to celebrate together, celebrate the light, being the light, seeing the light, feeling the light, celebrating the light is just a great blessing. I'm very grateful to you, Gita ji, because I really feel your energy and just all the love you're putting into this event. And it's a real blessing to the community. And I'm really, really thankful to God to be invited to celebrate with you. So thank you.
Thank you too. And we're going to have an amazing weekend.
Yeah.
And I welcome you to Texas already. So, going to see
Ah,
you shortly in person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Geeta ji. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe. Thank you.